man, shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? Thought I was going to be a bit late, but I managed to get my butt here on time. Let's see who come to hang out with us this morning. Hello, Miss Pinky. Hello, hello. Thank you for sharing everything out. I appreciate that. Good morning, Roger. How are you this morning? Yeah, I heard Pinky was telling me about that tool as well. It sounds pretty interesting. I might want to look into that because that's what I use. I use a crafting knife, utility knife, whatever you want to call it, an X-Acto knife to trim stuff. And yeah, you never know, you might slip. So it sounds pretty interesting. I'll have to look into that. Hello, Miss Raven. How are you? Sage, hello, hello. Good morning. Yeah, my hands aren't what they used to be. Yeah, mine either. I actually just put my gloves on because my hands are killing. I'm in horrible pain this morning. Good morning, Ghost Tweener. Hello, welcome in. Mrs. Prism, hello, good morning. And it's Big Stew. Woo-hoo. Hello, sir. How are you? I love you all, even though I refuse to say hello at the present time. Laura, get off my lawn and put some clothes on. Thank you, Leanne. I needed that. I am in horrific pain. I'm really trying to ignore it. How are you this morning, Leanne? I hope you're well. Be right back. Just hit the delivery window and I need to check if the driver hasn't left the parcel on the porch. Exciting. Don't you love getting stuff in the mail? Even if I'm guilty of that. I love getting stuff in the mail, and I think it just be the stupidest thing, and it's like, oh, look what I got, something, besides a bill. It's it's the little things that count. So good morning, everybody, and all to the lurkers. Good morning to you all as well. Glad everybody could come and hang out. Let's put this up on the screen. Kapow! There it is. Still mourning the loss of my coffee pot. I'm just really pissed about that. The coffee pot wasn't that old. And yeah, so now the search goes on to, my husband went last night looking because, he's got to have his coffee. Excuse me. And yeah, he went looking last night and he'd come back bitching. Oh my God, like they're all like over $100. I'm like, yep. Nothing's cheap anymore. So the search goes on. I'll have to find one that's on sale somewhere. So until then, it's old fashioned on the stove, percolating coffee. Thank God for camping coffee pots. That's all I got to say. Perfect for such an occasion where, the electric one just wants to die. I have no idea. It worked in the morning yesterday. And then last night I set it all up, hit the button, nothing. Not a sound, nothing. And I tried it several times and nothing. And so then, like, when I went to empty out the water in the machine was hot. It just wasn't coming out. So something pretty much shit the bed on it. So I was like, oh, And I don't even remember how the name of this thing is, that fancy Italian coffee pot. Well, not impressed because it didn't last. I mean, we only had it like 3 years. I mean, come on. It got to be a little longer than 3 years, right? When Kenny sent me the stuff I was so excited when I know, see, it's just like the little thing. Like, oh, look, I got a sticker or I got this. Or it's silly, but it's nice. Guys, tell my boss to hurry up. He's late. Oh, no. Yeah, tell him step it up. Step it up. Home Depot did an early Halloween release last week. The wife went ape shit and bought a lot. I came home from a fishing trip and there was a giant boxes everywhere. Oh, but it's just so fun. It's so fun. Laura, I'm not saying it's a threat, but I have Amazon Prime and your oh gosh, she's got my address. I know. Oh, Leanne. Huh. I need Leanne to adopt me. I'm so tired. I really am so tired. Tired and broken and I'm busted up. It's just I'm sad. I'm just a sad ass lady. Yeah, tell that bus driver, step it up. It's like I told see, the problem was my father had to go to the post office this morning because we had to pay certain bills that had to get out in the mail. And my father had to go get money orders. And I told my husband, hello, you need to get your ass moving. You got like 15 minutes to get to the post office and get back here. I've got a show this morning. Oh, I forgot. It's like, well, yeah. Hello, I got to go to work. Get your ass moving. So they made it back in time. And I'm here. And boy, I really did myself in with the oh my God, with doing the yard and the house yesterday. Right at the moment, it feels like somebody's ripping my tailbone out through my back end. I mean, it'll pass. It's something I'm used to, but it sucks. Hello, Gav. How are you this morning? I hope everybody's doing great and survived their weekend. Here, rain. It's raining. It's going to be rain from now and all week long. We are going to get hit with rain every day. It must be the remnants from what happened to Pinky the other day. We're getting the rain. I'm in the market for a good wash machine. Ours quit working. I heard something and it went and the motor was running on its own, but it wasn't doing anything and the water was leaking from it. Yeah, we had that a few years ago, actually. You know what? Today, products don't last like they used to. There's no such thing as owning a washer or dryer for 20 years. It doesn't exist anymore. When we first bought this house over 30 years ago, we, had our and it was Whirlpool stuff. And that machine was great. And it was 20 years old. And finally the transmission went on it. Because I went to go down and do laundry and oil all over the floor. I'm like, oh no. Since then, I have been through 4 washing machines. I was like, are you and 3 dryers. 3 dryers, 4 washing machines. They're just not made to last anymore. Same thing with microwaves. I had a microwave that was 40 years old. And it finally died on me. And since then I've been through 3 microwaves. Laura's having sympathy rain for free P. Yes, that's what it is. Well, yeah, I looked, thank God I cleaned up, the mess from the dog in the yard yesterday because it would just been a disgusting mess. So that's why I did it. And then, today it started about an hour ago sprinkling, and then it's supposed to be bad storms later this afternoon. And then the temperature is going to keep going up all week, and we're going to rain every day. And I get it. It's spring, but I want to start getting my yard in shape, and it's just a hot mess out there. But I just don't look at it, and we'll just have to get to it when we can. Well, there is Sir Wayne. Hello, how are you this morning? Of course, it's afternoon for you, correct? So yeah, got up early, got mom out of bed, I was floored, guys. My mother, I said, "Good morning, mom," like I always do, and she said, "Good morning" back. She hasn't said that in years. So maybe her falling down on her knees yesterday kind of jiggled something around. I don't know. But the poor thing's got bruised knees now. So we're just going to have to, baby her on that. And even though I did her leg exercises this morning, she wasn't too happy. But I mean, we've got to do that because otherwise everything locks up. So yeah, she wasn't too thrilled with that. But I was just amazed. She said good morning. So that was a good way to start the day. We had an LG welding machine for a while. It was rated well, and so far so good. Knock on wood. Oh yeah, but I was saying did I miss something, Laura? Laura sounds sad. No, I'm not feeling good this morning, Cav. That's all. Just ignore the tone. Good morning, Carla. How are you today? When it gets hotter and the rains make swamp butt issues. Yeah. Yeah, it does. And from what my husband has been monitoring online, this summer is going to be terrible again. Hot and dry. So I told myself we're going to have to put him on the corner with a tin cup. I said, we're going to have to just buy like a water trough or something. I got to have something to sit in. If we can't afford to get a pool, we'll see what happens. Yeah, my coffee pot died. It's just, I'm in mourning. I'm in mourning. So between that and being in pain, I was a little cranky this morning. I told my husband, you need to get your butt moving, get to the post office. I got a show at 9:00. I got my peoples waiting for me. Hoping to switch over to my photography business full time. Ooh, yes. We can't. She got to book it out, Carly. You got to advertise, sell that ass. You got. It takes a little bit, Carla, but once people start spreading the word, and you start showing, your photographs and what you do, it'll all fall into place. It'll all fall into place, and then you'll be so famous. The famous photographer, Carla. And 1 minute of silence, yes. Oh. I was ticked. I really was. I'm like, what the hell is this damn thing? Anyone was my favorite painting. Hey, everyone. Good to see you all. Yes. I'm glad that Carla was able to make it this morning. Camp coffee's good. Yeah. Well, it's funny. It was a new camp coffee pot that my father had. He goes, here, we'll use this. I go, okay. And yeah, I'm telling you, it's hot. It makes some damn hot coffee. So the only thing is that you got to screw around with everything. It just takes forever. Then you got to wait for it to, boil and then perk on the stove. And we've gotten spoiled with the coffee machines. Fun fact, the washing machine notifies me when it's completed the cycle. I named it dropping loads on your apps. So it sends a message saying dropping loads on your wash is complete. Bougie. The washer we have now, I remember when I first got it and used it, you put your clothes in there so they're level, because you don't want the machine to go bananas on you. Funny thing was, I'm watching this thing work because it has a glass top, and it's moving around. It's separating the clothes. It separated the clothes so it could apply the soap and the water, and then it levels the clothes out again and then starts washing. I was like, what the hell is this? So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Weird. Anticipation is making me wait. You're right. You're right. I tried to sell my ass, but there's no market for old jelly. Oh. Well, notice how I always say I'm going to put my husband on the corner. I do enough, man. I ain't doing that too. And this coffee pot was, just it was fancy. It had the one side, it had the 12 cupper, and then the other side you could make cappuccino and all that other shit. I used that once because it was something to play with, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but yeah. So it's Keurig or normal drip coffee. It was normal drip, but the other side had like you could do cappuccinos and lattes, and it had the thing where it made the frothy foam on that one. And I used that side once, even though I do like lattes, but I just didn't want to be bothered. That's what the problem was. Here, let's see. It just asked me to complete a survey. I declined as it would be 90% explicit. Oh, you're gonna have to let me know how that tool works, Roger. Like I said, I was gonna invest in an airbrush because I don't have one. I never did, and I mean I know how they work, but then I'm thinking, okay, how much am I gonna use it? And I think because I'm not gonna do a lot of the miniature figurines. So should I spend the money and invest just for the few that I'm gonna do? Or but then I'm thinking, well, if I when I redo the large dollhouse, it might come in handy as far as painting that. So I might still get one. I'll have to look around. I don't know. Laura, my kid spent half an hour standing on a chair to watch the machine when we got my first glass top. It looked like 3 little cats watching. Oh, it is. It's hilarious. And I mean, the machines, it does everything. And I don't even use half of what it does. But I just want to, I don't know. I'm just old. I'm just old. I want to put the damn stuff in the machine and just wash it, making sure it's clean, and then put it in the dryer. If my Dulce Gusto went down, then please be aware my funeral would be next week. Bought a cappuccino maker, burnt myself 3 out of the first 4 times I used it, returned it. Would be a shitty barista. Yeah, me too. Me too. Well, because I had to read the whole instruction, but I'm thinking, okay, how does this shit work? I don't know how to do this. And I was impressed. It was really cool. It really was. But I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to. I just want to make coffee. Push a button, walk away, come back, and fill the cup. I don't. And I'm the only one that would drink the cappuccino or whatever. So why bother? I mean, Hello, good morning, Julie. How are you today? It's Monday, guys. Oh my God, it's Monday. If you only use it for the mini figures, then brushes are fine too. But if you want to use it for other stuff, look for sales to save some money. Yeah, I was going over looking at stuff on Amazon. I was trying to find a complete kit, with paint and the cleaners and all of that wasn't going to cost, over $200. I mean, that's just insane, and with the compressor. So yeah, it's just something I'll just have to shop around for because I think it would be a benefit when I redo the large dollhouse. It'll cut down on painting time because I don't have problems using brushes. That's always what I've always used. But I think if I use the airbrush, it would just give me that more refined finish. I mean, I achieved that with a brush, but it just takes a little bit longer. But with the airbrush, it would just be quicker. Heading out on my coffee crawl. Oh, crawl to the kitchen. I had to crawl in here. I'm just like, oh my God. I think I'm just going to take it easy today. Yeah, I say that, but let's see if it happens. And just try to rest up, and hopefully the spine will go back in position, and I'll be to rock and roll. It's the most expensive coffee comes out of an animal's butt. I love the coffee this so much. Oh no. Ugh. I know what you're talking. Yeah. Ugh. Susan drank that. She said it's great stuff, but it's all right. Just the thought of how it's processed just turns me right off. I find realism can be tricky. You don't want it to look painted or like painting. Uh, it has to look like what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So, I mean, I know you do get that finish with airbrushing, but I also, well, I mean, this is actually my first time painting miniature figurines. When I used to do ceramics, everything, I would achieve that look where it was just, it looked like it should be, flawless. And that's pretty much what you want. So thank you for posting that, Pinky. Yeah, we got the new yeehaw in the merch shop. Tired, dozed off and on. Someone's coming out in 40 minutes. Oh, that's okay. Rest, Julie. I get it. And of course, this rainy, damp weather isn't helping either. Everything is swelled up on fire. The normal crap for all of us poor old folk. It's pretty sad when you pray at night, please, Lord, just let me have a really good night's sleep and a good day tomorrow. But any day's a good day. You wake up, right? You just take on the rest as it comes. But we have it's going to be rain all week, so I'm probably going to be pretty miserable all week. And I've also discovered that I haven't been painting in a while. Yeah, I'm just, oh my God, my eyes are shot. I have to use, for the miniature figurines, I've got to use the magnifying glass. And I'm still achieving the finish that I want. But and I'm used to painting on ceramic and like glass and canvas. Working on these, it's a different texture, different surface. So I don't know, it's something that I had to adjust to. And like I said, all those little nooks and crannies, got to get them in there. Thank God I have like a million brushes, so I make it work. Have a wonderful day. I will catch you all again in chat. No, you got to stay with us. Stay. No leaving. Carly, have a great day. I pray everyone I know every night before. Yes. Same here. I send out blessings to everybody. We all can use them. Haven't slept well. And I know, Julie, isn't that terrible? It's just like, when's the last time you had a good night's sleep? 1985. Alexis, hello, good morning. Good morning. You got your coffee and you're ready to sit and chat? So yeah, that's the sad thing. You just pray pray for a decent night's sleep. Actually, when I went out the other day, which I'm still going over the photographs, and I've got to go over the recordings that I did the other day at the cemetery that we found. And I can't wait to go back there. It was such an incredible place. The stones were magnificent. I knew I was in the truck too long because I told my husband, "Oh God," I said, "I can feel it and I can't move." So I was getting out and walking around the best I could. Might be the trouble. I know it's old lady crap. I don't like to bring it, but I probably should bring the cane with me when I'm walking around, just in case, I fall down and bust my ass till the hips start working. Pulled out my minis to paint too. Hope I have the energy to start when I get home. You need to do it. We need to see these things. I love to watch people paint also. I was a big fan of all the painting programs back in the day, like Bob Ross, an amazing painter. And that's when I was inspired by him to use different tools to paint with. He would use the large brushes, and I've done that. But I've also achieved some great stuff with just using sponges. And, I'm not talking about like the craft sponges, a household sponge, just cut it up into different shapes. And I would achieve different textures and you get a tree like in 2 seconds, 1, 2, and a whole tree, a couple of splurts on there on the canvas, and instant pine tree. Great for water effect and shoreline effects with sponges. I was really fun to play with. Oh God, it's been forever since I've done that too. I spent a small fortune on a Warhammer box 3 years ago, painted one model so far. But James does I don't know if anybody's seen James's photographs. They're on the Discord. James does a beautiful job. So yeah, would love to see you do some more of those, James. He does a great job with those. I started off with gaming miniatures and planes, and I can't see them well now, so I upscaled to the 1/6 figures and 1/4 scale busts. Yeah, I do enjoy that too. I had to dust mine off yesterday, James. Yeah, see what it is? You lose track. Well, that's why I bought the small. That it's only I forgot what I said. How many are in there? 15, I think. I'm thinking. I go, let me get the little box first, just to see how bad I was gonna suck at it because, like I said, they're so small. Very careful, but very careful. Yeah, James, I painted a model. She sued me. Oh, you didn't ask permission first, Gav. And so, yeah, I'm finding it. It's you just got to be slow and patient, and you got to have the right brushes to get into those little spots. I've done thousands on badly painted models when I was young, and I know it's really relaxing. It really is. So yeah, I'm gonna keep shopping around, look into the airbrush unit. Because I pretty much talked myself out of it the other day. I figure, well, if I put some money aside, little at a time, then I'll find something that I can afford and I could like and be useful. Because I like to do, and like I said, find it on sale. I'm always looking for the best deal. But I mean, I would like to instead of buying everything separately, try to get the whole kit. If not possible, then I'll just have to do it a little at a time. But I think it will benefit with the large dollhouse. It won't take as long. Yeah, you spent a long time being a bad painter, but you get there. Yeah, that's right. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. I love working out small stuff, but one day I might think different about that. Yeah. It just takes us longer when we get older. Like I said, I can't paint the miniatures without the magnifying lamp. I have the lamp right over the figurine. My face is like right up against it, and that's how I can see all the detailed pieces. Otherwise, it would be a hot mess. My project to kick things off is a bust of Bela Lugosi as Ooh, that's gonna be nice, Roger. Oh, amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Mike V was a painter for GW in the 90s. And I love free expression when it comes to artistic painting. Actually, at one point, of course, I didn't have a studio big enough. I told my husband, I said, I would think it would be pretty interesting. Well, here we go. I'm going to be a little risque, guys. Being naked and then painting your body and then laying down on the canvas and to see what they would look like. I think it would be pretty interesting. But I never got to do it. My husband just looked at me like, yeah, okay. I think it would be interesting. So, I mean, you see it's pretty fun when somebody paints a foot or a hand. But what would it be like if it was a whole body paint and put on the canvas? I think it would be interesting. And it would be hard to explain. No, you're out in the middle of a field with a giant canvas and you're naked, covered in paint. Can you imagine explaining that one? Just you'd have to get a fake bottle of booze, put it on the ground next to it, so give you some kind of an excuse. I would love to hear about everybody's creative projects. Yeah, I'd love to see it. That's why I said post it in the Discord, guys. I'd love to see the photos. I'd love to see how because everybody is different. They work with all different things, and most of the stuff I wanted to work on now is 3D painted. I bought the cutting tool to work on them. Yeah, the trim and all of that stuff. I had to do that with the minis that I bought, but I used the crafting knife. I found a body painting competition show that was fantastic. I could never be a model though. I'm way too ticklish. Oh, you know. I read they have a real bottle of booze. Well, I'm saying you could drink the booze, but then, like I said, if anybody popped up on you, if you're, in a field, like I said, naked and covered in paint, and they got a canvas on the ground, you could just imagine what they're thinking. Like, what the hell? Like, you can get away with that, like where Leanne lives, because I mean, she's on the farm. Nobody's gonna pay any attention. Just cover yourself, roll around on the canvas, and see what you come up with. People have done weirder things, and called it art. Gib. It sounds like it would be great to see. Uh, one is, Roger, is that one of the Sonic Hunters? Yeah, that's what they got. Yeah, I think Pinky said she's getting one too. So I gotta look into those. I was brave enough to use the scalpel again on my mini Saturday. Ooh, good for you. Old sci-fi author Robert Heinlein had a book about the first human brain transplant. In the book, it was common for people to paint their outfits on. Yeah, well, I mean, they still do that in movies and stuff, but I don't know. Who knows? If you do it and you roll around on a canvas, maybe it'd be a hot mess, but maybe it might be pretty interesting. But alas, yeah, I'm too old now to be rolling around on the ground. So unless I've fallen and I can't get up, so I might have to take advantage of that opportunity. Put the F into art, and you've got shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, some of the stuff I've seen in museums, and I'm thinking, seriously, are you freaking kidding me? I went to one exhibit. I mean, it looked like a 2-year-old did it, and it was awful. It was awful. I'm sorry. And it's hanging in a museum. And you're thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? So look at this. You take a piss on a piece of canvas, frame it, and to hang it up. I'm guarantee you, yeah, that's art. Oh, but everything, I don't know. People see, I don't know. And a lot of people that don't know jack shit about it, they're just collectors and they'll do it because it's the thing to do. Oh, well, I paid $100,000 for this. Well, I would have said you're an idiot. Yeah, I went for the bundle so I don't have to worry about replacing blades. So that's the name, Han Boost C1. I'm just gonna have to check that out because I've never seen those. Oh, I can't even write. My fingers just aren't working. Han Boost C1. I got all these notes here, all this stuff I got to look up. I will fear no evil. He gets his brain transplants into his murdered secretary, wakes to her talking in his head. Pretty good book. Oh. I can honestly say I have not read a complete book in forever. I just never find time to sit down and read anymore. Or if I try to, then it's running in my head. Oh, I got this to do. I got that to do. I got that. Just the brain is just always run, run, run. And I never used to be that way. And I hate it. Ross said you'll love it. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to check it out. I definitely will. Of course, I was talking last night. Mr. Prism wants me to do a spaceship. So I'll have to look to see what they got out there. That might be the next project. Who knows? All depending on if I could find something that I like. If it catches my eye, then I'll grab it. But I haven't done a spaceship in, oh my God, since I was a teenager. So again, very small pieces, very detailed work. Again, they might be airbrush might be benefit for that. I like auto spelling, but autocorrect is sending me to an early grade. Oh my, autocorrect is annoying. When I do talk to text, and I'll do it on either chats or whatever because I'm busy, so I'm talking, and it's oh god, it's just it spells everybody's names wrong. It puts in the wrong words. It pisses me off. Roger, look at this. So cool. Mainly cutting certain 3D material is a pain. It is because it doesn't always work well. It's easy to cut over. A type of cutter would be so much better. Of course, he wants to see a spaceship. Yeah. Oh, Cynthia says I've over to Starship. That's what it would be. It would be probably the Enterprise. Seeing that I am a Trekkie. And actually, that was the very first model I have ever put together a long time ago, was the Starship Enterprise. I put it together for my father because my father's a big, big fan of astronomy and space, and I grew up watching Star Trek, so that's Enterprise would probably be it. 4 candles versus 4 candles, or the Death Star. Yeah. You have to use the right setting as they generate heat and would melt the material if you're not careful. Yeah, that would be something we would have to test run so that we didn't probably put a hole in it. I still got to see. Contact my son because he's got a 3D printer. I got to see if he can make me miniature skeletons and maybe a Jack Sparrow to put on the Dutchman. That'd be fun. Spaceships are cool though. Yeah, they are. Hello, Gatekeeper. How are you today? So yeah, I'll be sifting through, see what I can find online as far as an enterprise project. I love good punnage. Oh my goodness. Can't stand Star Trek, not my thing. Oh my god. Gatekeeper. For shame. That's sacrilege. Yeah, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I grew up on it. I love all of the series. And if you really look at it, everything that we have today for modern conveniences actually generated from that series. I did some, research on it, and actually, the cell phone. The idea of the cell phone came from Star Trek because there was a tech nerd that loved Star Trek. He was involved in the series, and he that's where the cell phone came from. Because he's seen the idea for the communicator, and he was like, "Hey." So I thought that was pretty cool. So you got to think about it. A lot of things that we have are connected to that program. I like the evolution of the ships and the designs. Oh, me too. Me too. I agree. Star Wars and Trek are strange. I loved Star Wars, but I always faithful to Trek. I'm just the way it is. I have a full away team from the next generation to build soon. Oh my God, really? Worf was my favorite. I mean, I love Captain Picard, but I just Worf just used to make me laugh. The character was great. And a friend of mine, a buddy of his, actually met Michael Dorn in an airport one time, and they sat and talked for hours while they were waiting for a flight. He says he's a great guy. So definitely going to look into see what I can come up with, find a really good one. And hopefully it's full detail. I mean, I haven't bought one of those kinds of models in years. So I would love to see if they have the full detailed inside, because that would just be one hell of a build. Didn't Star Trek have the first televised interracial kiss? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And they were going to cut it out. And what happened was him and Shatner and Nichelle there, they kept screwing around every time they tried to retake it because they purposely wanted that to be left in. And all the retakes took too long, so they finally gave in and put it on there. So good for them. William Shatner was a creep. Well, he definitely had an ego. Definitely had an ego. Worf is actually the best kit in the series. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, totally loved all of it. I know when the next gen first come out, I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch that." Why? It's kind of went against what we were used to seeing in the original series. But then when I started watching it and I gave it a chance, I love it. I love it. Love the characters. Love the storylines. And we just had remember you got to be open to. I mean, because it was the next generation, so it's. And I love all the movies are fantastic. And then the new Star Trek movies I love. The casting director who casted those people, brilliant because they look like the original crew. So it was amazing. And there's supposed to be another film coming out, but I don't know what the delay is. I mean, they need to hurry up. These people are getting old. But it's amazing that a television series that pretty much shit the bed when they first brought it out. And what saved it was actually Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball owned the company that they were going through, and she just felt something about it, and she says, "No, we're going to keep the series." So she kept it going. So thanks to her, we have what we've got now as far as that series and all of the characters. She pretty much saved the show. Bill Shatner has been working steady for nearly 70 years acting. Yeah. Well, he's like 90 something, isn't he? And he's in fantastic shape. There's not too many of them left. I think there's just him, Chekhov, Sulu. I think that's it. I think the rest of the crew is gone. Enough of side talk. Let's talk about the A-Team. The A-Team. Yeah, the A-Team, the only show that had all these fight outs, shootouts and everything, and nobody ever got hit. Nobody ever got shot. But I did join the A-Team. The A-Team was fun. He's in his mid-90s and just was thrown from a horse and had to have shoulder surgery. Oh, okay. And he's a tough dude. And not for nothing. He was a good-looking guy. He really was. So you can't deny him that. But he had the ego to go with it. And there was at one time where he had admitted he hated the show. I think it's because, you get typecast and that's it. Nobody ever forgets, you're Captain Kirk. And then when he tried to move on to other things, he still got Captain Kirk hanging on in the background. But now, I mean, he sees it differently now. Not for nothing. He should be proud of the work. It formed a generation and multiple generations of people and fans. And I think it's just as big today as it was when it exploded back in the day. Because now we actually can reach out and touch the stars, where before it was just a dream. So, now we have the space travel. It's who would not like to watch that stuff? And as long as they've got good writers, and I think it'll continue. I used to watch TJ Hooker. Yeah, me too. Yep. And see, this I like this. I have all the movies. I've got the whole entire original series on DVD. I had a friend of mine who downloaded them for me, so it's great to have that. Hello, adventures. How are you? Also, was Kit the original Tesla? Yeah, yep, pretty much. Probably. That's probably where they came from too. I might be weird, but I thought Picard was way better looking than Kirk. No, yeah, because bald men are sexy, Cynthia. So yeah. No, Picard was handsome. He's still good looking, and he's up there. He's in his 80s. I saw so much A-Team as a kid. Love that stuff. Sometimes I kind of sad they didn't have Star Trek on TV anymore when I was younger, or at least during the time I got to watch TV. I really, you know, it did. It bombed out when they first come out with the series. The first crew that they had for the original pilot, well, I didn't care for the captain. I didn't like the doctor. And of course, the number one was a woman, which was Gene Roddenberry's, well, it wasn't girlfriend at the time, but, or I think that she was a girlfriend at the time. It could end up being his wife, but I liked her better as the nurse, and then all the other characters she played as the series progressed. And then, of course, as the voice of the computer. Awesome. Can't confirm bald men are sexy. That's right. Mrs. Prism knows. You get a lot of guys that would just can't let the hair go. I get it. Nobody wants to let their hair go. It's a big change, but don't use toupees and wigs. This just looks bad. It's bad, guys. Be free. Shave it off, and you're gonna see you're gonna love it. Pretty sure I still have some A-Team trading. It's really the trading cards. Yes, he is. It's still better looking than Shatner. There you go. Cynthia has said it so. And he's in fine shape. Have you ever seen pictures of him, Cynthia, when he was younger? Holy crap. That guy was chiseled. I've seen photographs when he was younger and he was in theater and stuff, and thinking, damn, he had a six-pack going on. He was, holy crap. Amazing condition. And I definitely think he made a great captain for Enterprise. But again, Worf, you can't. That was just whoever made up the storylines for him. They get an award. I mean, they just used to crack me up. Oh my God, Worf was just amazing. I think Shatner's hairpiece is older than he is. Yeah. But it looks real. I mean, at least, he had the money to get the good one. I got redhead. That Ellie looks like Mr. Gray's twin. Oh, yeah. I've seen Totally Drool Worthy. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. He was buff. It's a Tribble. Yeah, Tribble. The Tribbles episode is hilarious. And I liked it that they had softened the character of Spock, because when they first come out with the first pilot, he was just too, I don't know, too machine-like. I get it, he was supposed to be Vulcan, void of emotion, but he was also half human. So then I think when they changed it up, he a little more of the human side showed it, and I think it made the character better. And then when he died in the movie there, oh my God, I bawled like a baby. It was like your own family member passed away. It was terrible. I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't believe I'm actually crying over this. But you're growing up watching certain things like that, and it's like having your own family member pass away. You become so attached to the characters. And of course, then it's sad when they do pass in real life, because amazing people, amazing actors. And nowadays, it's really hard to say who's good, that good, where you actually are going to be upset because they've passed on, and you're going to miss what they could have done and further works. Shatner spent all day styling his hair, and then left his house without it. Oh, Jesus, Gail. I found a case that has pretty much been forgotten. It was an axe murder in 1906 One more victim would love anyone's put out if they could be connected. I don't know. Sometimes you get just really attached to certain characters. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you grow up watching them, so you become it's like part of your family. So when they had him die off in the movie, there, I was like, oh God, no! It's like, oh. And they played it beautifully because this you could see that tells you that they were good at what they did. No matter whether you like them or not, they really put it off as it was actually happening. You could feel the pain and the when I started letting Spock show his humanity, it gave the character more depth, room for growth. Exactly. I think if they hadn't, Spock's character wouldn't have lasted and become as iconic. I agree with you 100%, Cynthia. Because you get it, like I said, he was both. So they had to let the flawed side, sneak out every now and then. He does look good for his age. I'm getting really gray at the sides, but the white mixes with old blonde streaks. Well, yeah, see, there you go. Nobody will know. Some people can pull off the gray hair. Like is here, like my uh, icon right here. Me with the gray hair. I think I could pull it off. But in my family, we don't get gray like that. We just get streaks and that's it. That's why I like playing with those apps where you could see, well, gee, if I want to dye my hair, will I look good with this color? And it's the easy way to find out before you go through with it and then you hate it. Roger's getting excited. Go check the porch. Go check and see. Oh my God, I'm too. Nearly crumpet time. Oh, I haven't eaten anything yet. My hair is white. Ooh. I'm sure it's very lovely. George Clooney does okay for himself. Yeah, he does. I always loved George Clooney. Yeah, and I'm really surprised at the woman that he married. I'm sure she's a very lovely lady, but I don't know. It just wasn't what I was expecting. And of course, he swore he would never get married, but that happens. My husband said that too. He wasn't going to get married, and here we are, almost 50 years later. Oh, my hair is 50 shades of gray. There you go. Well, I don't know. Is it still in style now? I know for a few years ago, it was all the rage for the gray hair. And I mean, when it's a nice, even gray, even color, it looks great. I have an aunt who is allergic to hair dye, so she could never dye her hair. So she had to go all gray. And actually, it's a white. Her hair is a white. It looks fantastic. My grandma always said that the gray white was just your wisdom showing. There you go. There you go. Who? Keanu Reeves? I don't know. What did I miss? Coffee's so good. Yes, Sage, rub it in. Rub it in. What we made this morning is adequate. It was good. Yes, she's his regular partner for a long time. Okay, you're talking about Keanu Reeves is well they're married now, I think. I think they got married. I think he finally married her. I don't, and that's also somebody I didn't expect him to be with because Keanu Reeves is such a lovely person. He really is genuinely a lovely person. And apparently she compliments him because, he doesn't care what anybody thinks, which is wonderful. It's just kind of, I don't know, just not who I expected him to be with. Kind of like George Clooney. Hair is washed out red and blonde. I really need to go to the hairdresser. Ah, I haven't been to the hairdresser in forever. I cut my own hair once in a while. I'll feel like dyeing it, but it's usually just a dark brown. I used to do Auburn for years, and then I stopped doing that. All white, it's not bad. I've earned every darn one of my. I know, me too. Me too, Sage. It's a badge of honor. Mine is coming in silver and it's solid streaks. I have stripes in my dark brown, but the silver is really nice looking. Mine are kind of a mix. I get some silvery ones, but then I get some pure white ones. Sorry, dozed off at the computer. Oh, that's it. You're fired. You're supposed to be able to stay up all night and into the morning for the show, Pinky. We're going to have to dock your pay. Don't feel bad, sweetie. I've done that where I've been up late and I'm working on the computer and on stuff, and I catch myself dozing off, smashing my face into the microphone. I was playing with the AI, and I'm not in with the chat. Yes, he married her. Yeah. So good for him. And it took him a long time to come to that point because he's been through a lot. And he's generally a great person. You never hear anything bad about him. I dyed my hair pink and black. And you are brave, Pinky. I don't think I could do that. I've thought about doing different colors, and my husband gives me this look like, no. I think, well, it's my head. Because I thought about maybe, tipping the edges with maybe like a purple or something, or blue. Yeah. And I've never done it. As I expected, the driver left the parcel on the porch and buggered off. Yeah, and they probably threw it from the truck as they drove by, Roger. That's what they do around here. Call delivery. Well, at least I've got it now. Whew. Yeah. Make sure it's all in good shape. Or around here, they'll deliver to the neighbor's house. And I complained about it because I haven't several times. And I contact, like Amazon. I say, your drivers don't know how to count? They don't know the difference between like a 6 and a 9 or whatever. The hell's the matter with these guys? But they do. They kind of like toss it and go on their way. And the box is all busted up. And oh, jeez. Yeah, I know. Yeah, go lay down, Pinky, if you need to. With the keys leave imprints. Yeah, they do. Oh, she'll wake up and then, what's that big H you got on your forehead, Pinky? I was cuddling the purring cat. I know my cat was driving me nuts last night. So after everybody was settled in, I sat with her and I brushed her, and she was loving it. A little scratch behind the ear and getting brushed, and she's happy. I played with AI, the abuse I've got. I've never done. Well, I don't know. I really need to get my shit together. I need to learn how the AI works and the ins and outs. I decided that the other day. I really got to get up to snuff here. Just to find the time, I never get a chance to play with any of that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's the future, and how long is it gonna be a big thing? Who knows? But I need to learn how to use it. Learn how it works. So this way I don't have to bother other people. If I want something made up, I'm like a beggar. Oh, could you help me with this? Beggar Laura. I can't make this picture right. Grok is expensive, but I like, and it does some great stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, yeah, that's the thing. The paid thing, that's the problem. I'm not generating enough income to get the programs. And if you use free versions, then you're not allowed to use them, on your channel because, you didn't pay for it. That was the problem I was having with music. I have the Suno, but it was the free version, and then it tells you you can't use it on your channel if you're monetized because you'll get in trouble for it. So they won't allow you to. They don't give it away unless you take it because you need to pay taxes for it. That's how it is here. Good morning, Heather. She's making lasagna. Nice. I have no idea what to make for dinner. Somebody could throw out some ideas. I wish I had. I do takeout, but I just can't do it this week. I'm just really tired today. Some leftovers, whatever you find in the fridge, that's what you're eating. Congratulations on 1,000 plus. Thank you. I'm on 3. I will catch up. I will catch you. I promise. It was. I thank you very much for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't get to that point. After the sub-bot thing, I was like, finally, I can claim because it's been steady numbers for over a month now. So now I know exactly what I have. When I was going through the bot bullshit there, the numbers were up and down, up and down. I mean, by hundreds. So I'm thinking I can't even celebrate anything until I know what's what. So finally, YouTube had cleaned out all the crap. And then it was official that I was over the 1,000 mark. So I get to celebrate it now. Onward and upward. I mean, I never thought I would get to this point, so it's a blessing, definitely. And as long as you guys keep coming back, I'll appreciate it. And I'm happy with what I've got. And if it grows, that's great. I mean, of course, everybody's, you're on YouTube. Everybody wants to get a plaque. I don't see myself getting 100,000 subscribers, but you never know. And that would be a milestone. Or I could just cheat and go buy one on Amazon. That was like the lamest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe that you could buy a YouTube plaque on Amazon. I'm thinking, seriously? I should get one just for the hell of it and have some kind of obscure thing engraved on it. Maybe something in reference to, the coffee chat or something. I don't know. They would be funny. I just signed up with Gork. I have been exploring Hugging Face and Night Cafe. Cereal survey yourself. So yeah, that's right. There you go. Cereal serve yourself. The bar's open. Help yourself. Yeah, I gotta check it out too, Sage, because Pinky does some great stuff with it. And like I said, I gotta just learn. I gotta learn how to do it because there's so many things I'd like to make with people's faces and stuff on it, and I just can't do it. I can't get it right. Even though the last one for this issue of the magazine that we've got, Friday House, is the centerfold, and I put his girlfriend there in the background. His girlfriend's up on the hill in a little tiny dress, and I put her face in there, so it's she's the Easter bunny for him. It come out halfway decent, not perfect, but halfway decent. I made a photo of Raven chasing zombies, and it said that if I want to animate the video, I have to pay the subscription. Yeah, see, that's what it is. It's free this way. This community subs because we believe. Oh, thank you. Well, I enjoy all of you guys immensely. I mean, I love doing my interview programs. We find out a lot of great information. I've met some wonderful investigators and people during that program. But I really have grown to love the morning chat. The morning brew is just so great because we could talk about anything and everything, and it's relaxed. And I mean, I have a good time, and I hope all of you guys do too. Hello, sweet Betty. Good morning to you. It's just nice to not have to deal with the crap that we've got to deal with in the community, and we just sit here and be ourselves and have a great conversation. That's just the best. I mean, with the latest drama that's going around, oh my God, I'm just I'm so over it. And even though you try to stay out of it, people just send you messages, and then you try to be fair, and you just you do the best that you can, And then as you just get to the point where you have to make decisions that you don't want to make, but you're forced to make them because people just cannot behave themselves. I mean, not for nothing. The majority of people are grown. You're supposed to be grown up. Stop doing this crap and then it takes time away from us doing what we need to do and get content out because we're dealing with somebody's ridiculous childish behavior. And I'm just over it. And I made it a vow to myself this beginning of this year. If you can't behave, then you're done. That's it. I don't want to have to deal for this. I said for the greater good. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy yourself, Pinky. Betty. I'm just, yeah. And I'm glad you guys all enjoy yourselves here. Cycles repeat. Yeah, it does. And you try to be nice and patient, but just some people just don't get it. They just don't get it. And then when they cross in the line or it's offending, man or woman, it's just, and then they apologize, and then it's a little time to go by and they do it again. What are you supposed to do? You know? And then, like I said, unfortunately, it puts the content creator in a bad position and making decisions that we don't want to have to make, but we have to do it for the greater good. It's, what is the saying goes? It's the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one, and that's the truth. This side of the community of online friends, the other side are money buddies. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I get sick of the drought. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's rights need responsibilities too. Yeah. It's just I'm done. I'm done with it. So yeah, I had to make a decision the other day. And I did it because I'm just done. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of is dying slowly. So I'm dealing with a dying parent, taking care of 2 households, feeding 2 households, and then all of the other stuff on top. Last thing I need to take care of is somebody being a baby, being ridiculous. I don't know. And now this stuff's going wonky. What the flip? I don't want to deal with it. I just don't. I'm exhausted mentally, physically. And I have an obligation to all of you guys to keep doing stuff and keep getting things out here. And, do what we got to do in the community and just grow up. Freaking grow up. You guys are so caring too. Oh, we love you, Betty. We are here for you. I mean, I get it. YouTube, we all do YouTube for a reason. It's either just to share. Good morning, the lovely Sandra. Poor Sandra. I know I was talking to her the other day. She sounds totally exhausted too. We all need a vacation. You have toilet paper on your shoe as well, Laura. Yeah, I know, James. I know. I probably do. Who knows? I have time to check. It's just ridiculous. Like yesterday, I was researching late last night into stuff about a bridge that my husband and I frequent all the time, and that's one of the photos I want to put out. An amazing bridge. It was built in mid 1800s, and they used to call it a pony truss. A pony truss, I think is what they said it was. See, my brain is all scrambled. So originally, it was built just for a horse and buggy. And I mean, the bridge is shut down now. I mean, you can walk on it and they allow snowmobilers to go on it, but no more cars because it didn't pass inspection. But I was researching, trying to figure out all the years that we've been up there and to that bridge. I never knew what the bridge's name was. So it took me a few hours, but I found it. I found out what the name of it was, and I'm researching the history of the bridge. An amazing structure, and such a beautiful place. So, I mean, with stuff like that and everything else that we've gotta do, we just don't have time. I don't wanna make time for drama. I don't. And that's why I just don't allow it. I just don't. If it comes in, you're out. We're over it. We're all over it. Not everybody's gonna be happy with what people say or do. We get it. But you know what? Take your shit somewhere else. I don't I'm kinda crabby, aren't I? Roar. Everybody has their limits, and my limit is here. I'm at the limit, you know? If you don't enjoy what we've got to say or what we're doing, then move along. I'm sorry. And I think, yeah, pretty much from what I'm hearing, everybody else has had enough as well. So that's fair warning. You don't behave, there's just no question, no saying anything. You're just done. I may tell dad jokes, but I do have a heart, and we enjoy the jokes, Gab. We really do. It's not difficult just to be nice. It really isn't. I get it. Not everybody is everybody's cup of tea. I get it. Well, if you don't like that person, then block them. You don't have to interact with them, even if you see them in a chat. But some people just can't deal with it. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And then some people might say things that's taken in the wrong context, and then people get bent out of shape. And you do the best you can to control it, and I don't understand it. And I don't have the energy anymore. I just don't. I forget the drama. Exactly, Alexis. What are people eating? Well, I don't know. You got anything good? I have no clue what the hell I'm eating. I should have. I've been wanting to have a nice salad, but I just don't have the energy to make one. Because I bought all the stuff to make a lovely salad, which I love. I enjoy. I may have to make an effort. Maybe today I'll make one. We know James is going to be having crumpets. Got up early, fed mom her breakfast, and she enjoyed that. And like I said, all I've had is coffee. As far as dinner, I have no clue. I haven't even gotten that far yet. No clue what the hell I'm going to do with that. They want attention and think that drama is the best way to get it. They're delusional. Well, yeah, that they thrive. I don't know on that negative energy. I don't know. And I try to be as nice as I can. I really do. You know, but there's going to be a time where they're just going to start pissing and moaning about foolishness, and I'm going to go off, and I'm trying not to. Excuse me. Because once I reach my limit, then I just like, all right, fucking grow up. Ooh, roast pork with potatoes. Nice. I just had a bunch of chocolate. What the heck? Where's ours? We didn't get no chocolate. Laura is a witch. Yeah. I can be. When I've had enough. Salad, bacon, croutons, and avocado. Oh, I don't like avocado, but the rest, yeah, nice. Drama is exit simple. If people want drama and chat, then they are not interested in what we create, channel, or host. And that last, what I said about it. What are we eating? exactly, Sandra. I know, poor Sandra. She sounded so. Did you get any rest, sweetie? She sounded so tired. We were talking, and I'm like, oh my, you sound as bad as I do. I'm just, I'm just done. And it don't help today. I'm in agony today, and I just want to go curl up in a corner somewhere. When 10 people say the same thing, that's evidence of its own. There you go, James. There you go. Because normally when I get, I hear stories and I'll say, okay, well, I'm going to go and ask several people and then ask the person themselves before I make my decision. Because you know what? Stories are stories. But when, like you said, 10 people say the same thing, same story to a T, same behaviors, then guess what? Truth is truth. So, oh, thank you, Pinky. Actually, the thing I got right next to me is a box of raisins. Crinkle, crinkle. You can hear that. Try a quarter of that gummy. Oh, God. It's, they're right there in front of me. I don't think it's a good idea probably to do it on an empty stomach. I don't know. But between dealing with all the shit I did with the other day, and sorry for the crinkling noise, guys. Man, that's annoying, isn't it? Golden raisins. Oh, we're going grocery shopping with Mrs. Prism. Let's see, what do I need? I don't know. Rice. I need rice. I made Chinese food the other day. It was awesome. But I ate it all. So there's no leftovers. There, I just snacked on a couple of raisins. They'll tide me over until I discover what the hell I'm going to eat. Yeah, she shared a few chocolate bars. Nice. What is that? I don't know if it's a pastry, Sandra, or whatever. You guys are always talking about it. I need to know what that is and how I can get my hands on some. Is it something that I can order online? Because you guys make it sound so good. I've got to know what that is. I think it started with an S. I can't remember what the hell you called it. Don't mind raisins. Oh, I love raisins. They're addicting, actually. Are golden raisins like 80s dog poop? Oh, they come from golden grapes. Stroop. Now, am I going to say this right? Because Leanne just posted stroopwafel. Is that correct? Or am I like totally wrong? What is it? Did you mean stroopwafel? Yeah. What is it? Because you guys are always saying how good it is. I'm thinking, how can I get my hands on some of that? What is that? Is it a pastry of some sort? A cake? Pie? What is it? I just love the name. I can imagine if I get some, my husband's going to say, what the hell is that? And my husband's such a whitey. That's what I call him. I said, you're such a whitey. They are some kind of cookie with a syrup caramel in between. Oh, no. Is that what it is? Oh, they're the devil. It's a waffle of some kind. I tried a gallon of raisins last fall. Nice. Sage makes her own, for Christ's sakes. Sage is the queen. She does all of that stuff. That's great. I love raisins. Sage, how are you not constipated? I know. It's like the thing, you just can't eat one raisin. I eat handfuls of them. It's terrible. It took me, I'd say it took me a month to polish off this box. 15 ounces. Yeah, I only got like a little bit left. The bane of Allied bombers in 20 WW. Wait. Try Amazon, Laura. I will send you the screenshot. Okay. Oh, it sounds lovely. She's not eating them all at once. The sage just sitting there with a big bucket of raisins in front of her and a shovel. I think your husband would like it too. It's not some adventurous taste, just good. Mrs. Prism, I don't know. My husband, he's such a whitey. But if it's a sweet of some kind, I'm sure. And caramel, yeah, probably. They are round and have caramel in the middle. They are yummy. That is just, oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can get them on Amazon. I think you're, okay. It's good for our mood, but not for our time. Ah, yeah. Well, you know what? Anything that's that fantastic is never good for the diet. You know what? We only live once. Enjoy. You got to die of something, right? That's what I think about nuts. You can't have one. You have to eat the entire 100. I know, Alexis. Cashews. Cashews is bad. I get a bucket of cashews and I am on it. I like chocolate. Oh, me too. Chocolate raisins. But yeah, you gotta. What the hell? Because I never was really a big sweet eater. Chocolate, I only eat dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. But I could get a candy bar, could last me, I don't know, several weeks because I only have a little piece at a time. I'm back. Had to feed Kitty and needed coffee. We're talking about sweets. Am I saying stroopwafel? Is that how I say it? I'm probably monking that up. But I'm definitely going to have to look into that. Now, see, I do have like a small tub of gelato in my freezer, and I only have a couple of tablespoons, and it's chocolate gelato. It's so good. It's really good. But I mean, it's a treat, so I don't sit there, and hoover it all up in one sitting. And my husband always has to have something sweet after he eats, and I think they just have it because he's getting older now, so it's an old person thing. And when we don't have anything, and he'll say, "Oh, I could really go for something sweet," I hold my finger out. He gives me a look. I said, "Well, it's the best I can do." You ain't sweet. I'm like, "Thanks, honey." Need to go and sort things out, but wanted to say a quickie hi. Okay, Sandra, try to get some rest today. I know the fellas are putting you through your trials there, but Sandra needs a break too. Hopefully everybody's I look forward to seeing you guys tonight. Don't forget tonight, guys, Monday Mayhem. The Bristol Pistols will be on. Glad to see that Ryan is doing better. I'm sure he'll be out running the streets causing trouble soon. I can go without sweets for a long time, but I get a craving all of a sudden and have to find or make something. Yeah, that's me too. That's me too. Like I said, I'd rather have fruit, but then when it's just all of a sudden, oh God, I have to have chocolate. And I never have it in the house. That's the thing. Of course, it doesn't last. My husband knows about it. It's gone. So if I have to have anything, I gotta hide it, just so I can have that one small piece. And of course, dark chocolate. I mean, he'll eat it, but it's not his favorite. So I always buy. If I buy chocolate for myself, it's dark chocolate. And then if hit the lottery and I want to be fancy, then I do the dark chocolate truffles. I was like, oh, good lord. Thank you for putting that up, Pinky. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys have to be subscribed to Bristol. If you're not, shame for you. They're doing a fantastic job. It's a great group of people. Of course, now if we could just get Squidward on the screen, she hides out in the background. I just started a low carb diet. I found 0 carb pasta. That's not bad. Oh, really? Good for you, Leanne. You getting into training for something? What's going on there? She's got to get into tip-top shape to chase me across her lawn. That's what's going on. I mean, I found some stuff that was, I'm not a big pasta person, but when we do have it, I mean, I've tried wheat pasta. It's not bad. My husband hates it, and it's just actually better for you. But yeah, low carb, not bad. You just don't have it. You just don't have it for me, but it's Sugar Baby's birthday today. But it is. It's my Sugar Baby's birthday. I'm going to have to find something to send to him. I had to send him a picture of a foot picture. Isn't that fans only shit? I'll send him a picture of somebody sexy holding a can of Pringles and a Dr. Pepper. Let's see. When I was married, white chocolate was for me. Any other chocolate was for the ex and the kids. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't like white chocolate at all. At all, I really don't. I just never had a taste for it. My mother liked it, but only dark. I like the bitter chocolate. But my husband doesn't care. If it's sweet and he can't find what he really wants, he'll eat it. Ryan made a post about everyone coming to his birthday party today. Yeah. Stan's getting my cholesterol and blood sugar in check. Good for you, Leanne. We want you around for a long time. And yes, I've been taking my medicine. I missed it for a few days, but I took it yesterday. And I'm going to take it today. My cholesterol's not, I have blood pressure issues. And of course, my blood sugar, they say it's a little high, but it's manageable. I'm not, diabetic yet, but my issue is it's soda. I have to have a soda with lunch because just, I don't know, because depending on what I have, I drink enough water. If I could get rid of the soda, I think everything would drop to where they want it to be. But just, and I'll go times without it, but then it's just like, oh God, I really could go for a soda. So that's my devil, the soda. And it never used to be until I met my husband. That's all they drank back in the day. And I used to drink totally just water. And they got me hooked. So, yeah. Milk chocolate is my favorite. Oh, it depends on the milk chocolate. And like chocolate covered raisins, of course, milk chocolate. That's a given. You get the junior mints, it's got the dark chocolate, which I love, and the mint goes together beautifully. But I'm just never been a fan of the white chocolate. They have 0 sugar sodas, and they are awful. I hate the taste of artificial sweeteners. I'm sorry. That is just the most disgusting flavor. I'm allowing myself 1 can of soda a day. That's what I've been doing lately too, Leanne. Yeah, I cut myself down to 1 because usually I would have 2. 1 at lunchtime and 1 at dinner. And I'm thinking, well, I need to back off. So I let myself have 1 at lunchtime, and then it's water. I have water to drink with dinner. But I know if I cut it out completely, then the sugar levels would drop to where they want them to be. And I don't know, poor Betty, now she wants chocolate. Me too, and I don't have any. When my husband goes out, I'll say, just buy a little candy bar or something. They say comedy is the best medicine. Don't believe it. Diabetics will disagree. Yeah. Well, they say that I'm borderline. Oh, I've been borderline for 3 years now. Okay. So I know if I cut out all of that sugar, and in my coffee, I don't have a lot of sugar. I've cut back on that because I have a big mug, and it's usually 2 teaspoons per big mug of coffee. Well, you figure it's actually 2 cups of coffee in one, so 2 teaspoons isn't bad. But I've cut that back some too. There's a lot of good zero sugar sodas nowadays. Yeah, well, I drink Coke, and Coke Zero is disgusting. And any of the artificial sweeteners, it kind of like lingers on the back of my tongue, and it just makes me gag. I just can't do it. And I've tried them all, and it's just not good. So I figure, well, if I'm going to do it, I might as well have the real sugar. And I just try to cut it back. Actually, and the yogurt that I give my mom every day at lunchtime, that is the Oikos Zero. And actually, I've had that. That's not bad. So I can tolerate that. I have some rice pudding today. My sweet craving is happy. There you go. Buddy, I know what I want, but I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube. Now, Gav. This is a family show, kind of. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, I know what I want too, but the shop shut down. So yeah, that's what it is. You hear me sneaking another raisin. And of course, I can get away with it because the dog's not in here. Because otherwise, she'd be over here begging. She can't have raisins. James is back. Family where? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to put it off as. Shh, you're not supposed to. Don't give us away. Yes, welcome back, James. Did James get his crumpet? Did you have your crumpet this morning? Did you have jam on it? Heather, he wants to say God zigs. Right. We're all wondering, James, did James get his crumpet in? I told him he needs to have him stocked up so you don't run out. Or at least have the stuff on hand so he can make them at home. I mean, they shouldn't be too difficult to do. No, just speaking to someone. He's speaking to someone on the outside. There's a lot of spicy talk in this community yesterday in Sag's chat. There was talk about pickles. I love a good pickle. Yeah, James is a crumpaholic. He has to go to meetings. You see him sitting there in the group. Hi, I'm James. I'm addicted to crumpets. It was delightful. Yes. Do you like dill or sweet or spicy? What kind of pickle do you enjoy? No spicy talk here, huh? Yeah. No, that doesn't happen here. It's your imagination. Crumpets aren't spicy. Well, you could probably spice them up if you wanted to. 46 a day. 46 what? What's 46 a day? We should all, learn how to make crumpets and ship them to James. Get them stocked up. Yeah, I didn't get to see Seg's show. I missed it. I was trying to rest my back, and that turned into a shit show. And then by the time I got done with dinner, I made corned beef and cabbage for everybody and cleaned that all up. And then I got on here doing some research about the bridge and stuff. So I was lost in the pages online. James, crumpets are spicy when you consumed in the nude. There you go, Leanne. In the nude. Excuse me, it could turn into something spicy, especially if you got jam and cream on them. Oh. What's the size of the jar? The pickle jar, I mean. Well, you gotta go big. Piggy said I was sleeping during. Well, you never know when sex going on. He's like a few of them. They just, well, I'm gonna go live. But I do think he did have a thumbnail when he said he was going on, and I just didn't make it. I'm divorced. Your avatar is all. I'm sorry. A rare gap. Bit messy. There are places you don't want jam on. Well, it depends, Roger. You never know where somebody wants jam. I bake and only have one crumpets. Oh no. Excuse me. There's some places, I don't know, man. Some people don't mind where the jam ends up. And it's easy to clean up. Can be a little sticky, but keep cleaning, it'll clean up good. Do long as you ask first. Well, yeah, this is interesting. Jam in places where people might not want, and we're pickles. Okay. Everybody loves a good pickle. I know, not for nothing. There's everybody loves a good jam situation too. Oh Lord. Lord, the jam is not easy to clean. My word. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Nah, maybe because never mind. I'm just not gonna say. The cream isn't for everything too. Oh no, my fan sounds like it's gonna die. It's talking to me. It's possessed. No squeaking. Shut it down. I don't want to hear that. I had to turn a fan on. I was getting warm in here. Kev, is that your safe word? Last crumpet in the toaster. Oh no. Oh no toe jam. No. That's not my flavor of choice. Get a little blackberry or raspberry action going on. I'm there. Jam. Yes, you got to see if you got some. Got to put it on. I know what Laura is talking about, and I'm not going there. No, not me, no. Not going there. Help, my fan is haunted. Yeah, I know. I should do a film, huh? Oh, Leanne likes strawberry. Strawberries, seedless? Because the seeds can be a little painful. So I'll do seedless. I know. I think it needs a cleaning, my little fan. It was speaking to me in foreign tongues. That cracks me up right there. Alexis, yeah, help, my fan is haunted. That is just great thumbnail. Talk about bringing in the views. The fan is speaking to me. Pineapple marmalade is good on toast. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, I had a fresh pineapple here and I cut it up yesterday. Oh, talk about pure heaven. One of the best pineapples I ever bought. I'll be snacking on that. Sometimes you just get one that's just perfect, you know? Usually I get it and it's, it's still on the green side, but, it's ripe enough to cut up if you want that day. But I usually let them sit for a couple of days and then cut them up. And oh my God, this one is just, it was awesome. You could do a parody video. Yeah. So saying if I, had, better knowledge of AI, could you imagine we could do that fan chasing you down the hall and the fan creeping up on you at night and you hear that squeaking noise. So many possibilities. But I just got to learn how to do all of that. Don't need to know what needs cleaning after that conversation. Poor Gav, still thinking it over. We got them all riled up. AI can help make amazing things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have so many ideas. I just don't know how to do it yet. But I'm gonna make it a point at some point this year to learn how that all works. I just have to put some effort into it, I guess. When I have a spare moment. Usually when I have a spare moment, I'm passed out somewhere in a corner. Catching up on sleep. I'm scared for life now. Oh, yeah. Letting that imagine get away from you. Groceries obtained. Sorry, no crumpets, James. She didn't get any. Like a monkey dancing with a unicorn. Yeah. So well, like with the photograph that you did, Piggy, that you sent me there for with Phil. Love it. I love it. I can't wait to put it in the magazine. It's gonna be it's so cool. So I definitely have to, see. I mean, I don't know. It's that Gork. I don't know how much it costs. You wouldn't need AI. Is you film and move the fan around between takes? Yeah, that's true. Well, I was gonna do a spoof thing with the one doll that I have that I call him Leroy, and I haven't had the time to play around with it. To set him all up and ooh, my haunted doll. And actually, I moved him and put him in a different spot. So he's sitting in the big chair behind me. So he's watching us as we speak. And I was going to do a whole, thing with that. And I just never got to it. Never got to it. I never knew Phil was so hot. Yeah, I know. I don't think Phil did either. Oh, God. Everyone's going to find out, though. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, how rude. I yawned. I know. I think Phil was also shocked. Yeah, yes. Well, I was breaking him on him after that fact when we had that chat. And then he was on Sarah's like the next day. And I piped in there, oh, look, Phil, the beefcake or something. And he started laughing. And Sarah's like, don't encourage him. The kids greet me when I come home from work and I talk to them like toddlers. I look weird. But, everybody does that. I do that with my dog. I'm hot when you set fire to me. Yeah, aren't we all? Of course, I'm hot and I'm not even on fire. So it's. I'm a walking furnace. It drives me insane. Especially my hands. My hands are always hot. My husband says, stop touching me. It's hot. I was like, sorry. I called him Sexy Mary, and he said, yeah, see, you're giving it away, Pinky. Oh, James. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing, when you burn your taste buds. It's just, oh my God. Phil is a big cat. I'm not surprised. Yeah, he is. I don't know if he's lurking. Here we are talking how dead sexy Phil is. He's on his way though. He's altered his diet. He says he's lost some weight, so it's good for him. That Laura the Avatar speaks volumes. Well, yeah, that's me. It's yeah. Oh God. I mean, that's my face. It's not. It's about it. I love that costume. I need to find that costume for myself, and that hat is just awesome. I'd wear it. Oh, chat does seem lighter today. The burn of greed. Well, you know what it is? It's the same thing like with pizza. You've been dying for pizza. You just get it, and then you just like tear right into it, end up burning your mouth on the pepperoni or the cheese. You're like, oh God, oh God. And you know it's hot, but you do it anyway. And it's the pepperoni, man. The heat hides underneath that pepperoni. You bite in and you're like, holy shit. And then it slides off and lands on your lip, and you're spitting all that stuff out. It hurts. I love the Avatar, by the way. Oh, well, thank you very much. I know you've seen the Christmas ones, haven't you? I got the Christmas ones. I love playing with those. They're so cool. Let me see. Let's see if it pops up. Okay, I've got this one. That's the Christmas one. If it's going to pop up there. Nope, doesn't want to. Oh, how rude. It didn't want to work. So we got to switch back. I think it's because I'm during the... No, I probably messed it all up. Didn't get time to catch up. But I got the Christmas one, and then I've got the one I use for my profile picture. The outfit for the avatar is pretty great. Christmas, no, I know. Well, it's me in the snowman suit. And yeah, now it's not working. That's 'cause I messed it up. Back on. Nope. Nah, you gotta love technology. You wouldn't want that outfit to melt. Yeah. Oh, really? I knew somebody who wanted chili peppers and cheese pizza. It was her personalized order. Oh, talk about spicy. Oh, I don't believe this thing will pop back on now. I think it's because yeah, it's during the show, so I done screwed it up. Oh well. That's the one. This one is better. I don't know. Can you guys see? Because yeah, it's not showing up on here. Excuse me. Oh, it was on there. I'm choking to death. Oh God. So yeah, mine. It doesn't show up on mine, but you guys says you see it. And then of course there's this one. There, got that one there. That's. I'm choking. I'm choking. Okay, you see it? Oh yeah, this one popped on. Hey everyone, if you click it like okay, Avatar will find a new home. Yeah. Then I've got one because I wanted to see what I looked with dark short hair. I don't have that one on here though. It's a picture of me coming out of a swimming pool with a bikini on. I'm like, yes. That ain't happening, but everybody really liked that picture. But that one's cool. Yeah, that's the one I use for profile on a good hair day. But see, that's the great thing. Like I said, you're using. I mean, that's my face. It's just that my hair doesn't look that good anymore. It just doesn't. And I don't have red allergy eyes either. They've been hitting me hard so far, and spring just started. Okay, Mrs. Prism, go put your groceries away. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's getting close to that time. That's what it is. Getting close to that time. 2 hours goes really quick. If I didn't have to take care of mom, I'd stay on longer, but I gotta go down. My dad tries to feed her, but he has a hard time with it. So it's just easier for me to go down and do it. So yeah, I can make jokes, but I think it's too rude. Well, if you think it's too rude, then yeah, don't do it then. The witch hat is better. You like the witch hat better. Aha. So you like me in the gray hair. So we'll switch it back just for Gav. There she is. I like the hat. I need to get me one. Purple Roni, hello, hello. You're beautiful. Oh, please, girl, you're gorgeous. You popped up on the list on my husband's Facebook. People you may know because you're on my thing, And he says, "Do you know this person?" I go, "Oh, yes, I do." And he goes, "Oh, she is so pretty." And I, yes, she is. Miss Betty is leaving us as well. You have a great day, sweetie. And I'm glad that you popped in, Purple. How are you today? As she pops in, we got 5 minutes. Yeah, Gav likes the witch's costume. And of course, you guys have seen the one with the green witch. That one's nice too. So it's fun to play with this stuff. Like I said, I started it because I figured, well, how am I gonna look in this color hair? Like, hey, I think I can pull it off. She goes, "Oh my, I'm blushing." Oh yes, my husband goes, "Do you know?" I go, "Oh yes, I do know her." He goes, "Oh, she's a very pretty girl." I said, "Yeah, yeah, she is. That's why she won the sexy gal of the paranormal. She was voted in." So now I've got to, yeah, I got to actually, I'm going to put that list up soon so you guys can vote on. I know I'm a little late. Vote on your favorites for the sexy guy and gal. I'm late on everything. Oh, dear God. I just got to get it all caught up. I'll have to put the posts up today so you guys can get your votes in. Only got a couple of weeks to get it finished and filled and out online again. Time is just going by so quick. So I'm collecting stories and stuff. You guys want to send them in? Please do. Help me fill up those pages. Once I sit down for a few hours and I start cranking it out, I get stuff in there. But it's which I probably will be working on it tonight while I'm listening to the mayhem over multitasking, like always. Oh, you've been lurking. That's okay. Good to lurk. I do that. I have to lurk sometimes. I was doing it actually last night. Yeah, I was working on stuff and I was lurking, listening to programs, and it's overload. But I try to support the best that I can in the ways that I can. All I need to do, guys, is just hit the lottery. If I hit the lottery, we are gold. Please tell your hubby I'm sorry, but what? Do tell, but what? People will say things, but my husband, he blows it off like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's the truth is total opposite. My husband gets very jealous. Not of anything online because he figured, well, it's online. I'm not gonna ever see anybody face to face. But we had some. It was actually a friend of his was kind of chasing after me, and my husband had to put him in his place. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" It's flattering, but hello, yeah, you don't you don't cross those lines. I mean, I love to joke around with people and have a good time, and sometimes it gets pretty cheeky, but based off these pics. Ah, well, I'm flattered. But Gabe likes you, Laura. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, James, you enjoy that crumpet and your coffee. Try not to burn your mouth. Actually, yeah, it's at the 2-hour mark. I'm going to have to say goodbye for now. And as always, guys, I love you all. Thanks for hanging out for the morning chat. You help me wake up, and that's a bonus. Don't forget to watch Bristol tonight. We'll see each other and chat there. I don't know who else is going on tonight. It's terrible. I always say that. I always should check to see who's going to be going on. But thank you to my mods. You guys are the bestest. As always, thanks much. Afternoon, my busy from now on, but I will see you all again in the evening chats. Thanks. Yes, you got to let us know how that tool is working for you, Roger. I'm going to check that out too. Stuff. I'm blushing now. It gives you something to think about during the day, Gav. But until later on, let's see what's going on here. You won't see me again until Wednesday morning. Otherwise, you'll see me in chat, and then Wednesday night the show with the great guys about the infrasound and white noise. Bring on those challenging questions. I'm really looking forward to that. But until then, guys, you have a great day, and I will see you out there.